All righty, everybody. Welcome to my class. So we are doing a folds and coin flips workshop today. A couple things about this class. There are definitely going to be some tricks in here that you might struggle with because coin flips are hard. You know what I mean? They're definitely a trick that you need to practice a lot and drill a lot in order to get it down. But don't let that scare you away because I do have some really fun folding moves that are super beginner friendly. So we're going to ease into it with some easier tricks and we're going to build up the difficulty and intensity a little bit. And at the end of class, you will know 10 new folds and coin flips tricks. My style of teaching is super laid back. This is more of like just a hangout vibe. We're just having fun here. I am using a 28-inch hula hoop today, 5/8 in thickness. I recommend probably just like a medium-sized hoop for this. If you use a big hoop, like anything over 33 inches, like your coin flips might be a little bit harder to maneuver. So try to just keep it within, I would say 26 to 32 at the biggest. Okay, so with that, we are going to go into the first little combo. The first fold we are learning is the anti-fold. Okay, so this fold hits 3 points of a triangle. So what we're going to do is we are going to start off by holding the hoop in our home base position. That just means that the hoop is out to our dominant side. Mine is my right side. And by the way, this is not mirrored, so periodically I will be turning around so you guys get your rights and lefts situated. Okay, so we are in our home base position. From here, we are going to fold the hoop, bam, 1 time over the forearm. This is our first point. Now we are going to scoop the hoop all the way to our left. This is our second point. And now we're going to move up to our third point, which is above our head. As we move our hoop up above our head, you're just going to take the top part of the hula hoop and you're going to fold it back towards your body like this. So now the hoop is parallel to the 2 walls beside you. And you're going to take the bottom of the hula hoop and swoop it back over the forearm as you hit your first point again. Okay. Now to finish this combo and make it continuous, we're going to do a quick little grip switch. So right now I'm grabbing the right side of the hula hoop and gracefully what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my hand from the right side back here to the left side towards my body. And I'm going to catch the hula hoop with my palm facing up. Okay. So as I am doing my grip switch, I'm moving the hula hoop back over to the second point. Okay, so the grip switch happens the same time you move the hula hoop. Okay, and then we can go back into the top again. So I'm bringing the top part of the hula hoop back towards my body, draw a straight line up. Now I'm bringing the bottom part of the hula hoop up and around and down. And now I'm doing my little grip switch as I push the hoop back to my left side. Okay, so I'm going to show you from the back. Starting off in our home base position, scoop the hoop up and over, push it to the left, fold the hoop back towards the body as you draw a straight line up, and then fold the hoop over the forearm 1 more time as you go down back to your first point on the right side. So go ahead and just take some time to move through these folds and get a good feel for them. Okay. I'm going to check to see how Lydia is doing. Lydia is our sole participant today. Yes, good job, Lydia. Okay, and that is how you do an anti-fold. Now, if you guys really want to tease your brain here, try to reverse the movement. Okay, so you just did over the arm, to the left, up to the top, and down. Now just try to reverse the movement here. So instead of doing our grip switch, we're going to fold the hoop back over our forearm as we draw a straight line up. And then we're going to fold it back over our forearm again as we move to our right side. This time the grip switch is going to be a little bit more awkward. So right now I'm grabbing the portion of the hula hoop that's closest to my body. And this time I'm going to be, grabbing the right side of the hula hoop that's kind of further away from my body. And I grab with an overhand grip like that. Okay. So it's fun to reverse movement sometimes in your flow to make it more appealing to watch, a little bit more dynamic. So that's why I was asking you guys to try switching the direction. It's also good, just to learn how to do tricks on both sides, in both directions. And there's not much more I need to say about that. So I hope you enjoyed that one. Okay, moving on to another folding combo. This is what it looks like. Okay, so this is like one of my favorite combos to teach. I've been teaching it for I would say at least as long as I've been teaching now. I call it the C-roll fold back. So we are going to start off with a C-roll. There are two ways that you can do a C-roll. You can do an underhand grip like this, or how I prefer and how is most convenient for me is an overhand grip where I'm grabbing the top of the hula hoop and I'm flicking my wrist upward to do the C-roll. Doesn't matter which way you do it, just do whatever way you prefer. So after we do our C-roll from the right hand to the left hand, you should be catching or receiving the hula hoop with your palm facing up, okay? Now what you're going to do is use those muscles in the wrist to kind of push the hula hoop out and let it fall back. So now you are gripping it in kind of a thumbs up position. From here, we're going to do 3 folds. The first fold is going to be bringing the top of the hula hoop down to the bottom as it flips over your shoulder. Now you are going to catch the hula hoop with the right hand, the receiving hand, palm facing out away from the body. Now the second fold is going to be over the shoulder again. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your thumb and you're going to rotate it backwards and you're going to let it flip over your shoulder. And as it flips over the shoulder, you're going to rotate your hand outward and catch with the thumb facing down. Okay. Now the last fold is super easy. All you're going to do is bring the bottom of the hula hoop forward so that you are thumb up again. To finish this combo, you're just going to give the hoop a light little tug. Literally, you don't need that much strength at all. You're just going to tug and catch for a little pop. Yes. All right, so I'm going to go over the folds again. Starting off in your C-roll, you're going to C-roll from the right hand to the left hand. Let the hoop push out and back. Make sure your thumb up here. First fold goes over the shoulder towards the body. Catch with the right hand, thumb facing up. Now this is the tricky fold here. You're going to let the hoop roll over the back of the hand as you catch with thumb down. And then you're going to scoop the hula hoop forward. And it's kind of just like right in your chest area here. And you're just going to give it a light tug and catch. Yep, so go ahead and practice that a couple times. Get a good feel for that. Rolling, fold, 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 tug, catch. Again, we're gonna roll, fold in, catch, fold over the shoulder, catch, bring it into the chest, tug, and catch. Okay, I'm gonna check on Miss Lydia, see how she's doing. Looking good, Lydia. You're getting those folds in, girl. I see you. Yes, yes. Yay, she got it. All righty. So now we are going to go into, let's do a coin flip. Let's do a coin flip trick. So we are going to go ahead and do a contact coin flip on our elbow. That's what it looks like. So coin flips are hard. Let's just face it. You know what I mean? They're kind of a more difficult trick to grasp, but I think I've figured out the key to getting a coin flip. So I've noticed that sometimes when people will do a coin flip, like on the neck or like on the leg, sometimes they'll have the point of contact super like far away from the hula hoop. So what you want to do instead is to keep the point of contact close to your hand when you're coin flipping. So notice that when I'm doing my coin flip here, there's not a lot of like space between my hand and my elbow here, okay? And I think that's like super critical for when you do these coin flip tricks, okay? Because if you're all the way out here trying to do your coin flip, I feel like there's not enough surface area for the hoop to like catch on to and flip. So try to just keep it super close to the flipping hand. Okay? Yeah, and this is just like a flashy, fun little coin flip. Bam. If you want to spice up that coin flip and like level it up, another thing you can try to do is reverse it. How I like to tell people to build up to reversing it is after you do the little elbow coin flip, just catch it and then throw the hoop's rotation in the opposite way. So toss, catch, reverse. Toss, catch, reverse. I'm gonna try it on the other side, see how good I'm doing today on both sides. Toss, catch, reverse. Okay, and once you get like the feel of how fast the hoop is flipping and kind of like where the contact point is, you can work into just hitting it. Okay, with just a tap. Sometimes if I feel like my reverse coin flip is off that day, I'll still do the toss, catch, and reverse, but I'll just do it quicker so it looks like I'm just slapping the hoop like this. So I'm still catching and sending it backwards. I'm just doing it a little bit quicker. I'm gonna check on Lydia. Lydia, that hoop color is so pretty. I know that's really random, but it's so pretty.
I know, it's like crazy green and it's fluorescent as well. And the black light is also really green.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't realize it was a taped hoop until just now.
Yeah, that's from the Hoop Planet. Hoop Planet.
Beautiful.
In the Czech Republic. Yeah, it's nice.
I have like a love-hate relationship with taped hoops because I feel like every time I play with them, I scratch the tape. You know what I mean? Because I beat up my hoops so bad.
But yeah, if you go outside, they're broken in a day. So sad.
I know. Anyway, back to class. Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
I got distracted by the pretty colors. Yeah, so like that same principle can be applied to the leg for when you do your leg coin flip. Okay, so if you're feeling up to it, go ahead and try to do a leg coin flip right here. We're going to balance, and we're just going to keep, like I said, keep the point of contact close to the hand. Okay, so your leg doesn't have to be crazy up high or anything like that, just where it's comfortable. And you're just going to go ahead and do a coin flip over the leg. and get a good feel for it. Really aim to feel the hoop rotating around the back of the calf, the front of the shin, and then round to the back of the calf again. You want to like really feel that connection with the hoop and your body, okay? Yeah. Good job, Lydia. She's a pro, guys. Now I'm just like free flowing. I'm totally not even going off of my own notes. Now we'll just go ahead and talk about this little neck coin flip maneuver. It's the same thing. When you go ahead and do the neck coin flip, keep the hand super close to like the neck and collarbone area. And, you know, it might seem a little scary to get your face in there, but just remember that as long as it's, you know, close to the hand, the hoop is not going to hit your face because there's this giant gap right here in the middle. Okay, so you're just going to flip it over. And if you feel like you're not quite there yet with the one-handed coin flips, you can do a two-handed coin flip like this. What I like to tell people for the two-handed neck coin flip is that instead of using both hands to flip the hoop over, try just using one hand to flip the hoop over. So for me, I'm going to be using one hand to actually push the hoop over, and my second hand I'm just going to have here to support and balance the hoop. So I'm not really putting any force into this hand at all. So this hand is just supporting and balancing, and this hand is just going to whoop, flip it over. And like I'm just really drawing a nice like rainbow arch towards the back of my head here. I find that if you try to use two hands to flip the hoop over the neck, the hoop tends to do one of these. It doesn't go around the neck at all. And now we can talk about reversing it over the neck. So it's the same concept here as what we did on the elbow. I want you to try to either use one hand or two hands, it's up to you. And you're going to do a nice little coin toss, catch if you can, and then send it rotating in the back in the other direction, just like how we did on the elbow. Okay, so with two hands, it would look like this. Coin toss, catch, send it back over. With one hand, it looks like this. Coin toss, catch, reverse the direction. And also when you're doing this coin flip with two hands, try to keep the hoop pretty like level with the floor and the ceiling so that it's giving a nice like level plane to flip over the neck. Okay. Coin toss, catch, send it back over. And then as you start to get acclimated with the catch, you can just try to speed it up, you know, so it looks like you're slapping it back over the neck. And what I found helpful while learning this trick was to kind of watch myself do it in a mirror. When I first started learning the tap over, I had these like huge mirrors in my old apartment, and it was perfect for flow. I should really set them up again sometime. But yeah, just like watching yourself, like either in your camera, on your computer, or on your phone, that'll just kind of help you see where the contact point is for slapping the hoop back over. I'm watching Lydia now. No pressure, Lydia. You got a lot of flips in there. So that is my spiel on.
Yeah, flipping it back is a bit harder than flipping it there. I mean, flipping the catch, is it like palm up or?
Yeah, so when I'm catching it, okay, so it's like my palms towards my face actually. So flip, and I'm catching it kind of like right by my collarbone area, like close to my body, like between my ear and my collarbone. There you go. You're doing so good for just learning this. These are hard. Okay, so now that I went through a crap ton of coin flips, let's go ahead and talk about another folding move. Well, I guess this move combines coin flips and folds. So this is what it looks like. Okay, so I don't really know what I would call this one. I guess it's just like a 3-point fold type of thing. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off with the hoop in our right hand, okay? Or your dominant hand if you're a lefty. And what we're gonna do is we are going to extend our arm and we are going to just do a nice little coin flip over the shoulder and catch. So let's break that down. All I'm doing is I'm keeping my arm stiff and just using the muscles in my wrist to flip the hula hoop up and make contact with like my armpit, shoulder area. From here, you're just going to kind of give it a little push back and let it roll over the back of the shoulder. So just think of it as like a tap and roll, okay? So I'm going to tap and roll. And you don't even have to worry about catching it right now. Let's just get a feel for this movement. Tap and roll. Tap and roll. I'll do it one last time from the back. Tap and roll. When you're ready to try to start catching it, I like to kind of position my hand in the middle of my back, but offset to the right side, if that makes sense. Now this is going to take some getting used to, so it's okay if you don't catch it on the first try. We're learning. You're going to tap, let it roll, and catch. And I'm catching with my palm out. My thumb is kind of pointed to the side here. Okay, again, tap, roll, and catch. Tap, roll, and catch. So when you're doing this fold, Lydia, try to just, you're folding it over the forearm, try to just bring it in a little bit towards the shoulder, like try to make it contact this like shoulder cuff right here instead of, you know, the forearm. So maybe you might need to bring your arm down at a diagonal more. Maybe that would be helpful for you. Yeah, that looks better. And when I do this catching motion, I guess my hand is just kind of close to my back. Like, you know, there's not really any gaps. It's kind of like just flush against my back here. And I get it. This is like a really, really awkward movement because I know things are awkward when I can't do them on my left side because I'm usually pretty good at doing them on both sides. But you'll get used to it. It just takes some practice. So from here, you should be catching the hula hoop with your thumb up. We are going to go into just one waist wrap. Okay. These are hard. I avoided doing these for the longest time. So the best thing that I could offer about the waist wrap is try to like, I guess, find like the smallest part of your body. So like for a while I was doing them down here by my hips, and like my hips are a lot wider than like my waist. So that's like, you know, a lot of surface area that the hoop has to cover in order for me to catch it. So when I started doing them more up here instead of down here, I was able to get a cleaner waist wrap. And also it helps to kind of turn into the hoop when you catch it. So again, try to just bring the hoop up a little bit more if you're having trouble with these, and bam, rotate into the hoop. Good job. And it definitely helps to have momentum from this little coin flip that you do over the shoulder. I'm gonna watch Lydia now. Oh, she caught it. Good job. So close. Tap and roll. Tap and roll. Catch. Waist strap. Now we'll move on to the final portion of the trick. After you do the waist strap, you are catching with the hula hoop, thumb pointed upward. Now you are going to just extend that left arm here, and you're just going to flip this bottom portion of the hula hoop up so it contacts the back of the shoulder blade, and then let it flip forward. So then you catch with the hula hoop, catch the hula hoop, palm out, thumb pointed up. Okay, so it's just a little tap. Let's see if I can do it. Tap and roll up. Okay. And when you do it all together, the momentum from each coin flip builds into the next one. Yes, good job. She's doing good, guys. You can't see her, but she's doing great. I'm going to show you guys from the back a couple times. Tap and roll, catch. Waist strap, up and over. Okay. One more time. Tap and roll, catch. Thumb pointed up, waist strap, and then push it up. See, look, I'm struggling too. You guys aren't the only one. Push it up and over. Okay. So we are going to move on to another fun one. That's something that you guys could definitely practice. What do we want to do now? We just did that one. Okay, so this is a combo that's actually going to build off of what we just learned. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a, this is what it looks like. I should show you what it looks like first. Or wait, is that how it looks like? Hold on. Yeah, no, that's how we're going to do it. So this is a little over the arm coin flip. So again, we are going to keep the point of contact, which is my arm, super close to my hand for this one. Okay, so I'm going to let it tap and roll over the back of my shoulder, and I'm going to catch the hula hoop with my opposite hand, palm facing outwards away from me, like this. Okay, so again, it's a gentle tap and roll. And when I do this, I'm really just kind of letting my arm be down at an angle instead of like all the way out like this. Just because I feel like it works better if your arm's down at an angle. And then from here, we are going to take the top part of the hula hoop and fold it into our inner leg crease right here. Okay, and this is going to prepare us to get into wedgies. So you're going to fold the hula hoop down to the leg. Then you're going to let go of the hula hoop, and you will be in your wedgie position. So that is just a cute little wedgie transition. Okay. Tap and roll, catch, into wedgies. My phone is going off. Okay. I'm just watching Lydia. There she goes. How does it feel, Lydia?
That was super awkward. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
I was wondering, do you have like a smaller hoop? Do you think that would be better if you like used a smaller hoop, or is that your smaller?
This is right now my smallest, but I was thinking the same thing. Like, I wish I had a smaller hoop.
Yeah.
Good, now I have a reason to order something.
There you go. Now we got a reason to buy another hoop.
Yeah. You gave me permission.
Yes. Okay.
But it is doable. It's definitely doable. I just need to
Good.
stretch my arms a bit.
Okay, definitely. Well, you're doing great, girl. Okay, so now we're going to move into a couple of jump through combos using folds. So the first one that we will be doing is super easy. This is what it looks like. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to start by holding the hoop in our right hand or your dominant hand. I keep on saying right hand, just assuming everybody's right-handed. And we're going to fold it one time over the arm. Okay, from here we are going to pop that bad boy into the chest. And now we are going to unwind the hula hoop back towards our face so that we can do a jump through. So this is what it'll look like. You're going to scoop the front forward towards the face, let it unwind. So now the hoop is completely unfolded from the arm. And now you're going to pass the hula hoop through your body and you're going to do a jump through. So a couple little things for your technique for the jump through. I'll tell you what not to do first. Don't just jump straight up and down because you'll see the hoop is gonna get caught on the back of the feet here. So what you need to do is you need to prep by staggering your feet. So you're gonna have one foot out in front, one foot out and back. And now what we're gonna do is as the hoop passes through the body, you're gonna step back with one leg and then kick up with the other leg. So it's not really a jump, it's just like a step kick. And you can see that you don't really even have to kick your leg up too high when you do that. So that's just my little spiel on technique for jump throughs. Going back to the trick, I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate it again from the beginning. We have our hoop out in front of us or to the side of us. We're going to do one fold over the arm, bring the hoop towards the chest, unwind the hula hoop from our body, pass the hoop up and over our heads, step back and kick. Again, fold the hoop over the arm, bring it towards our chest, unwind it, step back and kick. I like to use this move as like a little transition or a filler trick, like when I'm trying to think of like, okay, what trick do I want to do next? I feel like this is just kind of one that I like to fall back on to give my brain just like an extra 3 or 4 seconds to think of like what kind of trick I'd like to whip out next. Okay. Now, building off of this little folding maneuver, we are going to learn another folding jump through technique. This is what it looks like. Oh, try again. Okay, so this one seems a little bit more involved than the last one. It's still the same folding maneuver though. So we're going to start with our hand out to our side, fold that bad boy right over the forearm. Now we are going to shoot the hoop across our chest and we're going to unfold it under our arm this time. So it's going to unfold under the arm. Now I'm going to have this cool crisscross grip on the hoop as I swing it up and over my head. I'm going to do my jump through and I'm going to let the hoop fall back on my chest like this. Now I'm going to do like I'm doing a push-up, okay? Like that motion, I'm pushing my arms back towards my chest and pushing my chest into my hands, and the hoop is going to pop forward. As it starts to pop forward, keep it hooked around those arms, step one leg into the hoop, and then pull the rest of the body into the hoop, and then you'll be transitioned into your wedgie. Okay, so I will go over that again. Scoop the hoop up and over, push the hoop to the left side, unwind the hula hoop with your crisscross grip, push the hula hoop up and over the body, jump back, put the hula hoop on your chest, do your push-up, and jump through. I'm going to take a sip of water here. That was so good, Lydia. Yay. You guys can keep practicing that one. I'm gonna grab some water real quick.
All right, that was a little bit easier than the other ones, I think.
Yes,
Thanks.
no, that one looked like you did really good with that one. I'm out of water. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to the next combos. Gotta cross this one off so I know that I did it. Okay, what are we gonna do now? Okay, we're gonna do a unicorn coin flip now. This is actually a move that I used to do a lot, but you know, sometimes you just outgrow tricks. Maybe I should bring it back though. This is what it looks like. Okay, so it's called the unicorn coin flip because we are coin flipping it on our forehead. Adorable name, I know. What we're gonna do is we're gonna start by doing a little isopop to isolating the outside and bringing it down. Okay, so I'm grabbing the hoop like these, and I'm just going to extend my arm, and then I'm just going to bend my elbow forward as I trace over the top all the way down to the bottom of my hoop. Now I'm going to bring the hula hoop up to my forehead. And when you do this, you want to make sure your head is bent all the way back and that you are trying to place it on the flattest part of your forehead. So sometimes it's like good to just kind of feel around where the flattest part of your forehead is. Mine is kind of like right here, like literally right where my third eye would be. Okay. And from here, using just like 10% of your strength, it's super light, guys. You're just going to pull the hula hoop forward and let it rotate one time on the forehead and catch it as it falls. Okay. So we're doing bam, up. One little rotation. I think I actually got 2 rotations there. And you really just want to think, okay, I'm taking this bottom part of the hula hoop and I'm just like pulling it back. If you think, okay, I'm just gonna flip it, like, you know what I mean? If you're not delicate with it, it'll tend to fly off. So just do one little coin flip and catch. You can also experiment where you're gripping the hoop during the coin flip. I like to grip it kind of down towards the bottom. But it also might work if you kind of like grab it more towards the side. Just kind of figure out what works best for you. Okay, so again, we're going to push the hoop out, trace the top, bring it down. And this is a part where you can really just like add some drama, you know what I mean? This is like an opportunity to like build some emotion into the flow here. So I look at the hoop and then I watch the hoop as I bring it, bam, up to the top. Really making sure you're extending the neck all the way back. And then you coin flip and catch. Now I'm just watching Lydia again. Making her feel all nervous. Probably not. She's a rock star. All right. How's it feel, Lydia?
Slippery.
Slippery? I know,
I
mine
have a
too.
slippery forehead. But it's working, like half a rotation. I'll get to one at some point.
Yeah, no, that's good because you could always build up to the full rotation. You know what I mean? Once you kind of like get the idea of how to turn.
You kind of catch it on body, or is it better to catch off body?
You can kind of really just do whatever you want. Sometimes I'll catch it on body. It just kind of depends on how you want to transition. Most of the time I feel like it's easier to catch it with the hand that I use to flip it. But sometimes the hoop just does its own thing. And it like, you know, sometimes it'll just like rotate and I'll catch it on my body and you can like get into an escalator if you wanted to. Let's see if I can do that. Okay, that kind of worked. But yeah, it's just kind of up to you when you play around with it.
Yeah, it depends where it drops down, I guess.
Yeah, it just depends.
Mm.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and go into the next couple of moves here. So we're gonna do a chest roll with a flourish. This is what it looks like. And you can actually make this trick continuous if you know how to do chest rolls on both sides. If you don't know how to do chest rolls on both sides, then you can just do it one time and transition into whatever other trick you'd like. So we are going to start off doing a chest roll. Some people do their chest rolls like this with their palm facing up and rolling it to the other side. I typically do mine like this with the hoop kind of downward, gripping the top of it and using the wrist to push the hoop up and over to the other side. Just do whatever works for you, okay? Either way you do it, you want to catch the hula hoop with your palm facing up on the opposite side. Okay, now from here, you're going to let that hula hoop kind of fall back and you're going to be holding it in this little pocket in your hand. Now from here, all you're going to do is trace a straight line back behind your head like this, so that your arm and shoulder are now in front of your face. So I'll demonstrate that again. Chest roll, catch, let it drop. Straight line as the hoop passes behind your head. Fit your head in between the hoop and your arm. And now your arm should be, or your shoulder should be in front of your face again. Now we are going to take the bottom of the hula hoop and we are going to unwind it. So right now it's folded over the arm. Now we are just going to unwind it. And then we're going to push the bottom up again. And this is the optional part here. This is where you can go into your chest roll again on the other side. Okay, so I will demonstrate that again. We're doing our chest roll, catch. Draw the straight line back behind your head. Take the bottom part of the hula hoop and unwind it upward. So it's not folded anymore. And then optional here, fold the hula hoop back up. And then now you are perfectly primed to go right back into the chest roll on the left side. Okay, now I'll do it a little bit quicker here. Chest roll, catch, pass behind, unwind, down into chest roll. Now I'll talk about doing the same movements on the other sides if you are doing a continuous version of this trick. You're going to push the hula hoop back, or after you do that chest roll from the left side to the right side, you're going to let that hula hoop fall. Now this time you're going to draw that line straight back with your right hand this time. Unfold, fold up, come down into chest roll. Okay? And then once you guys go ahead and get a feeling for how it feels on both sides, you will see that you can be a lot more fluid with these movements. Okay. And check on Lydia. Good job, Lydia. She's like pro level hooper right now, guys. Okay, we are down to just 2 more tricks, guys, and then the class will be coming to an end. So let's go ahead and do a hip hinge combo. This is what it looks like. Okay, so this one is a little bit more flashy. It's fun to just kind of throw in there because it makes people go like, whoa, you know what I mean? It's a little more flashy. We're going to take the hula hoop and we're going to throw it into our hip crease. Okay, so thumb pointed up here. And when you do that, you want to like try to keep the hula hoop really snug into the hip crease. So, you know, it kind of bounces back because when it bounces back, we're going to try to get it up on our shoulder. Okay, so you're going to throw it into the leg. And as it boomerangs back, you're going to turn into the hula hoop. So it's like I'm leaning out, then leaning in. Leaning away as I toss and lift the leg, and then leaning in as I turn into the hula hoop. And I find that it's also good sometimes to catch the hula hoop and just kind of help myself push it back up onto the shoulder. Okay, so you don't have to completely be like no hands about it. If you're struggling with this part, you could totally just like slap, catch, push it up onto the shoulder, and it still looks exactly the same. Okay. Now from here, I'm going to take the bottom of my hula hoop, level it out, and I'm going to do that 2-handed coin flip that we talked about how to do earlier. Okay. So think back and remember the same techniques I taught you. One hand is for balancing. One hand is to push the hula hoop up and over the head. Okay, so you're pushing in, getting it on the shoulder, rotating towards the hula hoop, and doing your coin flip. Again, push in, rotating in towards the hula hoop, shifting my weight over, and doing a 2-handed coin flip. Now, as you are doing the 2-handed coin flip, you can catch it and transition into whatever other trick you want, like the trick could end there for you. But if you want to be a little bit more advanced about it, an advanced technique would be to jump through the hula hoop after you coin flip it. So when you're doing your coin flip, if you want to jump through it, really just concentrate on looking at the space in front of you. And as it flips over your head, catch it on the 2 inside of your elbows right here. Once you're here, then you can stick the leg through and push the hoop up and over the head to get into your wedgie. So definitely feel free to take this movement super slow at first if this is your first time learning this trick. You know, definitely sort out all the bearings of the mechanics in this trick before you just, you know, go full speed. And you'll see that as you start to really do arm, leg pull over, you'll get a feel of where the hoop is and where your body is. And you'll be able to just flip arms, legs, in, out, bam. Okay. So now I'm gonna watch Lydia. Oh, she's a pro. I'm over here like over explaining everything. And she's like, I got it. That happens sometimes. Sometimes I can be like really over explaining. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the trick all together from the front and from the back. Here we go. We're going to slap it in, shoulder, coin flip, jump through. And from the back, we are going to slap it in, shoulder, coin flip, jump through. Okay. We are about to learn the final trick of the evening. Well, it's morning. What am I talking about? Of the afternoon, I should say. And honestly, I did save the best for last. This one is fun, and we're gonna break it down. It's a cool little transition from net coin flip to escalator. This is what it looks like. Ta-da! So this is totally like something that I discovered as like a recovery move, because one time I did like a sloppy net coin flip and then it just kind of ended up going into an escalator. And I was like, that was really cool. I need to figure out how to do that on purpose. So you're gonna go ahead and do either a single-handed coin flip or a double-handed coin flip. That's the basis of the trick. And as the hoop starts to coin flip over the head, you want to kind of lean back and to the right. So I'm doing my coin flips where they're flipping to my, I guess it would be flipping over to the left. So I'm doing it with my right hand, and it's flipping up and over to the left. And as the hoop is coin flipping, I'm going to wait until it's kind of all the way behind my head. And I'm just going to straighten my back and let it fall into an escalator. So this trick is like super, I guess you just have to like feel it with your body, if that makes sense. So really tune into your body for this one. So it's gonna coin flip. Oh, and I should also mention that when you do this one, try to keep, you know, like maybe a nice little bend in the hips here, because you're going to bend as you coin flip. And as the hoop passes behind the head, you're gonna straighten. And you're gonna come back at a diagonal. Okay, so I'll show you from the front again. Coin flip, swoop back. I'll do it with two hands here. Coin flip up and over. And let it kind of catch right here on the back of the neck as you swoop back. So that's the contact point. You really just want to kind of catch it right here on the back of the neck after you do the coin flip. Coin flip, straighten, let it fall. Coin flip, straighten up, let it fall. Coin flip, straighten, let it fall. Yes, Lydia. Yes. And then you'll be catching it. It would be on the left side, so the opposite side that you threw it, or that you coin flipped it with. So I toss with the right, bend, straighten, catch the escalator down at my left-hand side. I guess I could show you from the back too, if that's helpful. Make sure you got a nice bend, coin flip, straighten, catch. So if you ever do a sloppy coin flip, just know that you could transition into an escalator from it. You could save the sloppy coin flip. All right, we made it to the end of class. Hooray, good job, everybody. Good job, Lydia. Thank you everybody for, you know, coming out to support me. I know not everybody was able to make it, but just know that, you know, your support means the world to me. I'm actually going to be moving into a new apartment soon, like super soon, like within the next month. So I will have a different teaching space, but like you guys have really been helping, you know, make that happen with your support for me the last couple of workshops. As always, Lydia, I'm going to go ahead and upload this to my YouTube channel. You know the drill. It'll be a secret link. I'm going to do that probably within the next hour or so. And if anybody has any questions about any of the tricks, feel free to reach out to me, Instagram DMs, however, you guys know how to get a hold of me, and I will help you to the best of my ability. So yeah, thank you, Lydia. I appreciate you coming out.
That was great. Thank you. It's a lot of fun.
Good.
I like those moves a lot. Really nice, like transition moves as well, right? So even if you catch, if something goes wrong, you can still go into one of these tricks you taught. So
Yes, yes. And I think I want to do an escalators class next. So I think I'm going to come up with some transitions for that and probably do an escalators class like mid-March. So keep an eye out for it. Okay,
I'll be there. Thank you.
good. It was nice seeing you again. I hope you have a great day.
Yeah, have a good Sunday.
Thank you. You too.